at yourself, process it, dissect it, take it apart piece by piece, take what works and leave the rest, and keep healing. I want to talk about recognizing toxic traits in others as you meet new people, deal with people you already know. This is going to apply to both men and women, so all of y'all, hold on. You know me, I talk about my own toxic traits, I speak the truth. I don't sugarcoat it, it's real. So one of the things that I noticed for myself personally is realizing what a strong woman I am, right? I was listening to a song a little while ago and it talks about I'm the boss in my world, which I am. I'm the boss in my world. I'm the boss in my career. I'm the boss in my household. I'm the boss of my kids. I am this strong, independent female. And when meeting other people, a lot of people are intimidated by that. A lot of people will try to stifle it, make you feel guilty, like you're doing something wrong, try to bring you down a notch. I've encountered that in the dating world. They want you to be less than them. They want to feel superior to you. So they will dissuade you from being your true, authentic, strong self, right? Toxic. See, what I've come to realize and what I know is healthy is that my genetics, my DNA, there is something within us women, regardless of how strong, independent we are, that sometimes we want to be just that soft, feminine side, not helpless, but we want to feel safe. We want to feel protected. We want to feel loved and understood and encouraged. And sometimes we don't want to be that strong person all the time. I know I don't. It's not good for me. It's not good for me to constantly be in that strong mode and not allow myself to be vulnerable sometimes. Not allow my femininity to come out and let someone else take the wheel. Because we can get so caught in that strength, right? I don't need a man. I don't need anybody to help me. I can do this. But the reality of our genetics, of our DNA, is that while we don't need those things, we have that innate desire to have that sometimes. Y'all know I am real, raw, open, and honest. I went through a stage where all men were bad. They were all the same. They were all horrible. I'm not going to be vulnerable around them. I'm not going to let my guard down around them. I'm strong and they better know how to deal with it. Let me tell you about a healthy man. A healthy man sees that in us strong women and they look at it with pride that that's my girl. That's my baby. They don't try to dissuade it. They don't try to stifle it. They don't try to snuff it out. They don't try to make us feel bad for it. They let us live in our truth. And when they do that, when we are in a healthy mindset, we then feel safe and comfortable to allow that femininity to come out, to allow the man to take the wheel, take the lead. Now, I'm not saying that a man should be, in my world, the ruler of all. I'm not saying that. But I recognize how I, in the past, have emasculated the men in my life. I recognize where I have taken that from them. My own toxic trait. Y'all know I speak the truth around here. I've taken it to an unhealthy extreme because I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel valued. I didn't feel protected. So I gotta do this. I gotta stand up and take care of everything. I've gotta be the strong one in this. I have to. But in a healthy relationship, it doesn't work that way. I've learned that. And that's hard to let go of. You know, I've had to look at myself and say, do I have control issues? I don't. I have issue with being unsafe, of being afraid, of not having healthy trust in a relationship. So that's where my masculinity comes out and I handle it all. Take care of everything. Remodel my kitchen, remodel my bathroom, take care of the yard, take care of the house. I take care of everything because I haven't found someone in my life who makes me feel safe enough to let go. And that's not saying that all men are bad, because they're not. They're out there. I promise you they are out there. I have male friends in my life, just friends. And there's a couple who, when I know that I am just emotionally, psychologically, I am just at my max. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of having to do everything myself. I'm tired. I am safe to reach out to any of them and say, I need your help. I need somebody else to take care of something for a little while, because they have given me that safety with my life. I promise you they exist. They are out there. Let's talk about another toxic trait that sometimes we don't recognize. We meet someone and we want to be with them every moment. It's common, right? But when it goes to the extreme, I am unbreakable and I share my own toxic traits that I've had in the past. When it goes to the extreme of, I need to be around this person every moment of every day because they are my identity. I can't breathe without them. My heart can't beat without them. I can't get through my day without them. It's not healthy. I've seen relationships, I've talked to a lot of y'all. I've seen situations where, because we are more vulnerable, I'm only going to speak on behalf of the women, because we tend to be more vulnerable, we get to this point where we don't know where they are every moment of every day. If they're not with us, if they're not in our face, if they are not sitting next to us, touching us, like, I need you here. I can't breathe without you. We become so needy. They become our identity. They become our breath that we end up pushing them away. Y'all know I speak real around here. Y'all know I ain't going to sugarcoat it around here. These are toxic traits that we need to look at within our own selves, men and women. See, a healthy relationship, what I've learned, is two healthy individuals, or at least two who are walking their healing journey, who come together, not as one, but as a team. They help each other, they uplift each other, they encourage each other. Maybe when one's down, you pick them up. Maybe when the other's down, you pick them up. But we don't live their life for them. See, my life is my responsibility. My joy, my happiness, my peace, my tranquility, my serenity, that's my job. I can't rely on someone else to fulfill that. They can add to it, they can add value to it, but we cannot make someone the entire portion of our emotions, our happiness, our joy. No one can make me do anything. No one can make me happy. No one can make me serene. No one can make me peaceful. Many can contribute to that, but I can't rely on anyone else to have that. See, two healthy individuals coming together as a team, they are each walking that journey, right? Wherever you are in that journey, you're walking that journey, and you understand that you can't fix your partner, no matter what you do. You cannot fix your partner. That is your partner's responsibility. And if someone is looking to you to fix them, to be their entire world, they have nothing outside of that, that's toxic. We women and men fall into that sometimes. We come from traumatic backgrounds. We don't know how to love. And we think that this person is what love is all about. This person is who's going to make me happy. This person is going to make me forget everything that I've ever been through. This person is going to be my forever. So we throw everything into it, including ourselves, and we forget my journey is mine. And see, if my partner is on their journey, I can't piggyback on it and expect them to take me through mine. Not to say that we're not going to have conversations and, wow, I'm going to have some epiphanies. It's like, holy crap, I didn't think of things that way. Or we're not going to have input on each other's journey. We're going to support each other. We're going to uplift each other. We're going to hold each other accountable. Absolutely. That's what a team is. It's football season. The entire game can't be won by just one player. The quarterback can't carry the entire team on his back and expect that, oh, we're going to win the game. Literally on his back. I'm going to throw the ball, I'm going to run, and I'm going to catch the ball, and I'm going to run it, and I'm going to tackle, and I'm going to do all these things. And here I'm carrying all of y'all. I'm carrying my whole team to win this game. A game cannot be won with just one player. We all have to do our part. And that holds true in relationships, y'all. That holds true in romantic relationships, in friendships, in family relationships. We all have to do our part. I get it. You know, we meet someone and they're amazing and our heart goes pitter patter and we have those butterflies and like, I want to talk to them all the time. I want to see them all the time. Whenever you've got time, I want that time. But if we're not each taking care of ourselves, we're not walking our healing journey. I can't expect someone in my life to stop living theirs. I can't expect someone in my life to revolve their entire life around me to where they have nothing left for them. If I don't allow my partner their time, their space, their healing, their processing, if I don't allow them the time that they need, it's not a healthy relationship. We all agree, right? Men and women are different. Best book I've ever read that totally explains that. It's an old one, but golly gee, let me tell you, it still holds true. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. If you've never read it, male and female, if you've never read it, read it. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Our brains work differently, regardless of trauma, regardless of how we were raised. Our brains work differently. There's a chapter in the book that talks about men needing to go into their cave, whatever their cave is, right? Maybe fishing, golfing, hanging out with the friends, going in their man cave in the garage, whatever it is. Men need that. Men have to have that. Men are always expected to be so strong and independent and stoic and got everything handled. Society and how they were raised, that's what we think of, right? So often when it comes to our men. What about when the men feel? What about when the men have emotions? What about when the men need to process? What about when the men need to take a break and be gentle with themselves? But hi, my name is Unbreakable, and I talk about real stuff around here. I've seen how I've taken away from the men in my life with that in the past. I see how I've infringed upon that because I was so insecure that, oh God, what are they doing? Oh God, maybe this means they don't love me. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Like panic, right? Rather than recognizing that this is what's healthy. This is what this person needs. I need the same thing, but my whole world revolves around this person. This person is my breath. And now if I don't have my breath, I'm going to die without it. So in the past, I've seen where I've infringed upon that. Not to say, and not talking about unhealthy, toxic, and abusive relationships, but in general, because those are all entirely different dynamics. I've seen men and women be so needy that relationships have ended. So needy because they're not turning the focus on themselves, because they're not dealing with their own insecurities, because they have no self-esteem. They're terrified of abandonment. They've been hurt in the past, and they're essentially carrying over those traumas into a new relationship. Toxic. I promise you, with everything that I am, not all men are bad. Not all women are bad. There are those of us out here who are living that healthy lifestyle, who are making a choice every single day to undertake this healing journey that we're on, to look at our own toxic traits, to look at our own weaknesses, to strive for better, to be a better version of ourselves than we were the day before, who recognize when, okay, I need to give myself grace, who recognize when I need to be gentle with myself, who recognize when I need some space, there's too much stimuli that's going on, I need to take a break, who recognize how important healing is. There are millions upon millions upon millions of us out here. Not all men are bad. Not all women are bad. Recognize toxic traits as you meet new people, date, in people who are in your life currently. If someone makes you feel guilty for you simply being you, for you meeting your own needs, for you practicing self-care, for you taking care of yourself, if someone makes you feel guilty for that, do they need to be in your life, or do they need to be removed from your life? Recognize your own toxic traits. Look back on relationships that you've had or relationships you're in and have that hard conversation with yourself. Maybe I could have done this. And I'm not talking about a trauma response or maladaptive coping skill in that we take on everything that went wrong in the abusive and traumatic relationships. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about what's our part? Where can we improve? Where can we be better? I've shared some of mine because y'all know you're not going to get anything but the truth from me. You're not going to get anything but my true, authentic, honest, and raw self. Take a look at your relationships. Take a look at yourself. Recognize toxic traits in others, as well as toxic traits within your own self. Process it, dissect it, take it apart piece by piece. Take what works and leave the rest, and keep healing. Y'all go be unbreakable.